Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer, and today we're going to make a drink called Midori Alexander. This drink tastes like Midori blended with Alexander. Now, there's a Brandy Alexander, brandy glass. Then we have a Cool Swan Alexander with a Cool Swan. And then there is this. This is Midori Alexander. The difference being it's got Midori, and I don't think it has anything else a normal Alexander would have. Half and half. So an ounce of Midori, half ounce of Creme de Cacao. Again, day 2, submitted by Jennifer. Go figure, she's searching for Creme de Cacao recipes.
No, I was...
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. It was similar recipes, and I click, and then I found.
She click, and then she found. 1 ounce of Midori.
I was actually going to look for Midori recipes, and then I ended up on this and went, ooh, that sounds pretty good. There we go.
Half ounce of Creme de Cacao. 1 ounce of half and half. This is not healthy for you.
Smooth skin varieties.
Shake. That's it. Put it in a brandy snifter. She's just screaming out smooth skin varieties. Don't worry about that.
That's what a muskmelon is.
Yeah, people ask, what's Midori taste like? What?
It's a sale. Celebrate. On second thought, no, you can't.
Well, it's a celebration. It's a sale. Oh, let me raise the roof a little bit.
The Armenian cucumber is also a variety of muskmelon.
This could be an Armenian cucumber, but it's not. This is... There it is. I guess I've celebrated a lot. I can't stop. No, this is a Midori. It's not a melon itself. Midori means green. Oh, go figure. I think in Japanese. So it's... I look at it as what does honeydew? Like a honeydew melon or a muskmelon. So it's a melon, green, and it's circular.
They do not cross with watermelon, cucumber, pumpkin, or squash, but varieties
don't cross them
within the species intercross frequently.
What the heck?
See, this is what happens. They wait for your show so you can yell and scream and aggravate me.
Half and half. We're just using regular half and half. And we're using a clear. I mentioned the whole difference between clear and dark later. Later being yesterday. So let's start, because I also want to do that scrappy bitters thing. So what am I doing? Oh, I'm going to mix it. Shing. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to measure out a half ounce of creme de cacao, because I can. And it's here, and I have to, because it's part of the recipe. Done. That's right. What up? Raffle mouth. Okay. Next, an ounce of... You know what people have told me? That when I do episodes by myself... What? I might have just spit in your drink.
Gross.
A little bit. Is that I'm even more, like, random when there's nobody else here. People didn't think that could be done. It can. Bitches. Oh, it looks like something that a leprechaun pees.
Really?
Okay, poops when he's had a really rough night.
How do you know anything about leprechaun pee or poop?
Saw one do it once.
Did you find his gold?
No. Turns out they leave it at home when they go out partying.
Find his home. Simple as that.
Simple as... That looks pretty cool how they almost like go together in color-wise.
Looks like a shamrock.
Like a shamrock! Happy St. Patrick's Day! My arm's just so tired of doing this today. I'd be a really shitty bartender. Another drink.
I don't want to shake your drink. My arm's tired today.
I just get a paint shaker. Can't even open them.
Eric says Midori does translate to green from Japanese to English. He thinks you're lying to him or something.
Dude, I don't make this stuff up. I've been doing this for 6 years. People have corrected me many times. I know I know how to make sure I don't say it wrong. That's unless it's digestif and aperitif, because I'm sure yesterday's episode when I said it was an aperitif, people were like, no, that's before dinner. You're supposed to have after dinner. You have a digestif because you're digesting. Yeah, I get it. I just get that wrong, and it's not because I don't know the difference.
You don't get it.
And it's not that I don't know the difference. It's that I'm stupid.
Oh, there you go. Cacao is the beans themselves. Cocoa is the product from the beans.
Right, and you should know this, considering you went to Dominican and we had opened the cacao beans and roasted them.
You know how the memory works. I watch movies 3 or 4 times, not even knowing that I've seen them once.
This is true. Yeah, we watched Rounders once, and then we watched it again because she rented it. She's like, I've seen this. I'm like, yeah, I know. You could have told her that by the name, but
But whatever. You didn't.
I knew it was just going to be like, no, I've never seen this. I don't really know what to do with this maraschino cherry. It says use the maraschino cherry as a garnish. Done. Garnishing
You're on a garnish stick.
I did, but when you garnish with a... Oh god, that stuff's awesome.
Brandy glass.
With a brandy glass, it kind of leaves you guessing as what to exactly do with it.
Stick it in there.
So I would say if this was my
That's
drink,
what she said.
I would stick it in there. I would do this. Leave it just like that. That way people can let it roast in there, or they can take it out, suck on it, give it to their friend.
Or their kid.
Or their kid. Smells like Midori and cream. Cream does have a smell to it.
Yeah, dairy.
Dairy. It has a dairy smell. Well, so I chilled the glass ahead of time. It didn't really say to do that in any of the instructions, but that she submitted me. But it just seemed like the right thing to do to keep it a little bit more chilled rather than adding ice to it. But that's what it looks like. Of course, you can get those at awesomedrinks.com. Same with the cherries. Just give that another tasty taste.
Tastes like Midori?
Tastes like Midori candy. Midori ice cream. That's what it is. It tastes like Midori ice cream. If you don't know what Midori tastes like, think about watermelon. No, what did we say? If you take a honeydew melon and turned it into a honeydew melon flavored ice cream. It's got that refreshing dairy, chilled, but not over chilled. You know how ice cream is never really, it's not cold like a popsicle, but it's chilled. It has that flavor to it. Good after dinner drink, digestive. I probably wouldn't go ahead of time with it. It does kind of look a little foo-foo, so chick drink, alcohol level of 0. All the things that related to adding all these crazy ingredients together. Got that, it's got hints of chocolate, but we didn't overdo the chocolate, so you really get more of that like ice cream flavor Midori. If I could synonymate, if I can make a word here for synonymous, in the act of synonymizing, if I were to take...
I don't think that's a verb, but okay.
It is, it's a verb now. Dude, I have patent. I would say these are like chocolate chips inside of a Midori ice cream. Because you know you get them every now and then, so you get that hint of chocolate, and sometimes it's all present but not overbearing. It's kind of like that. There, yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what it tastes like. So to finish this, so now people who just want to see the recipe, you can shut this off. What I'm going to do now is our next contest. Yeah, I know that I've never been a huge fan of a Bloody Mary. We've only done probably one in the show, and which is kind of crazy because there's all different variants to the Bloody Mary. But I want to do a contest. I'm going to say, let's just tentatively say that this contest ends at the end of April because it's a little bit more complex. So what I did, and it's going to be sponsored by both Awesome Drinks and Scrappy's Bitters. And the reason for that is you have to use both, well, you don't have to use anything from Awesome Drinks, but I like to put the name out there. Well, I carry them, so if you wanted to buy them on your own. So what I did is I talked to Scrappy's, and they sent me these 2 cases here, right? And that means I have 12 bottles of these 2 types of bitters, and I want 12 people, or more if you can get them. Get these. Okay, here's the deal. I want 12 people to be able to make this recipe for me. Those 12 people have to be pretty good, like in terms of cocktail creation. I don't want a messy product. I would prefer in this case, just because of the deal, that they would be hopefully more U.S. or Canadian based. But here's the issue. I could ship these overseas. It's going to cost me a butt ton of money, but they might get there and, I don't know, they could be broken, I don't know, whatever. So when you're dealing with the contest, it's a little iffy. But what I'm going to do is take those 12 people.
Forever.
It does. It takes a long time. That's the crux of the problem is it takes a long time. I'm going to send the 2 bottles over to the contestants. They're going to take these 2 bottles and they have to incorporate them into a Bloody Mary recipe. That is the contest. The winner of the contest, I don't really have a complete solid plan on a prize yet. But aside from the fact that 12 people who do get to play get 2 bottles of these bitters, each one retails for $19.99, at least at Awesome Drinks, much more everywhere else, anywhere from 22 to 25. If Australia, there's a British site, they're like 35, I think. We're the cheapest because I rather make them more accessible to people than just take money. Shipping overseas is a problem. So the 12 people that get selected, I am going to be making sure that the people who submit the recipe or say they want to do one are serious about it. There's two ways I know that. Either I've seen the name, I've seen submissions from them in the past, I know they've made recipes. Woodman's a great example, Cody's a great example. They're either bartenders, mixologists, bar backs, whatever. Those are serious about it because I'm giving you 2 bottles and I want a good recipe out of them. If I end up having a couple extra because
do you have to use both of them?
You have to use both of them.
And what is it, celery and firewater?
Firewater, celery. So celery bitters, not crazy, like you can't, it's not like you can't make a Bloody Mary and put celery bitters and make something super awesome. You can go overboard depending on the recipe and they could be too much celery. Firewater, you could go overboard and nobody could possibly put it in their mouth. So I will send the 2 bottles out to those 12 people. If you want to participate and you're not selected, there are really 2 options. No, there's really 1 option. Get the bitters yourself and make a recipe. Now, you could pretend and say, oh, I got these. Yeah, this is the recipe I want to do. The chances are it's going to come out like ass. And here's the reason. These are hugely hot, so you're going to want to taste them and really understand what the flavor profile is that you're making because you can overdo it and it won't win anyway. Same with celery bitters. If you don't have these celery bitters right here, you could try using a Fee Brothers celery bitters and at least use that as a substitution, but you're going to have a hard time without firewater bitters. So you could buy them at awesomedrinks.com and get making today, you'd be done, and you could just submit it. Or you get selected by me as all the people who submit their selection requirements, which is to send dshomer@everydaydrinkers.com an email saying, hey, I want to be part of this contest. I will let you know if you're in. And if you're in, then I will put these in a box. Jennifer will put these in a box. So I'm going to have to submit them out to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to send me an email saying, I wanted to be in the contest. Here's my address. If I select you, I'll have your address on file, so I don't have to send you another email. And then I can put these in there and send them out for you. And that is... There's somebody buying right now, right? No, I don't really know. That is the gist of the situation. There's more details I could add to you. Just a few things for you. If you're making a Bloody Mary recipe, keep in mind, nice audience that you want to be able to hit. Don't make this for one person. Don't make it so it's super complex. It requires you to grow your own friggin' tomatoes and shit. Like, you want to use some key ingredient like a blended or pureed something. Make something I can get. If I can't get it, I can't make the recipe. There's nothing I can do for you. So make sure I can get it. Don't make it super complex because I have to make 12 of them and I don't want to build out massive complex cocktails.
And you haven't figured out what the prize is yet? Is that what you said?
No, I haven't figured out what the prize is. Here's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? The winner we could send them the Grateful Dead Tiki. Right? We got those. What I wanted to do is maybe for the runner-up or 3 runners-up, depending. I have these extra pre's and shakers that I bought from my company by mistake and paid full retail for them. So I can either return them.
Back.
I was going to, and it's been like 2 months, so I don't think they're going to really appreciate me sending them back. 3 months, maybe more.
Well, I didn't put them in our bills because I thought you were giving
promotional.
them back.
Just file it in the promotional section. So, I don't know, $22. It's promotional. I paid more for these than I sell them for. So, I just give them away. My finance person, not how you know that. So, I've got a couple of these that I could give away. I think I got 3 of them. So there's that as runner-up, and then maybe the winner gets a tiki glass, like the Grateful Dead Tiki. There you go. I already made the episode super long, so we could continue and ask some more questions later on. But that just gives you an idea of what I'm gonna do. These are the guys. I'm thinking the end of April because it's gonna take time to ship it, people to make the recipes. If you buy them now on your own from the store and you ship them out, fine, you're in. But if you want the free ones, you're gonna have to wait until I get everything prepared. That's it. AwesomeDrinks.com if you want these. If you want whiskey sniffers, all that type of stuff. Shakers, especially that one. EverydayDrinkers.com for all of our episodes. I'm also trying to work on a Roku channel, so hopefully stay tuned for that. I gotta see how hard that's gonna be. That's it. We're teaching you how to drink.